Hi, you don't know me. I'm Stranger Dave. And I made a video today about a new bird for me visiting our feeder. That is, I've seen these birds before. And those of you who are familiar with it, it is a chipping sparrow. They're cute little guys. Not much bigger than a goldfinch. About 4.5 to maybe as much as 6 inches long. They have kind of a long tail, rather slender, maybe weigh in about a half an ounce. It's a little bird. But he has been to my window mounted feeder numerous times, and I've never really gotten to observe one up close like this before, so it's kind of neat. So there's several videos. The thing about chipping sparrows is we don't get to see them in the wintertime. They are a summer bird for those of us living in Ohio, which I do, northern Ohio. And the times that I've seen chipping sparrows, if you see it out of the corner of your eye on the ground, you almost think it's a mouse or something. I had one almost run across my feet once when I was walking. And obviously they can fly and they have wings, but they do like to stay on the ground. And I think they're a pretty sparrow. You know, their back is two-tone brown, and then they've got that really nice, clean, light gray breast, and the chestnut cap, the black stripe through the eye. I think they're a very handsome bird. Now there is another bird that we have in the wintertime in northern Ohio that kind of resembles this bird, and some people confuse them. And I'm going to show you in a moment a picture of that other bird. And they are here in the wintertime and not in the summer. So, to the untrained eye, they might think they're seeing the same bird. That's that sparrow, But it is a sparrow, but a different kind of sparrow. The sparrow that I'm talking to actually breeds up in the Arctic and subarctic regions of North America. So it's breeding way up in the tundra, some of them. And it spends its winters down here. Like I said, I'm talking about this other bird. Right now we're looking at the chipping sparrow. He's a happy little bird. So coming up in a second here is the bird that kind of resembles, if you didn't see them side by side, you would, they're easier to confuse, but side by side they're not as confusing. The tree sparrow. And the first thing I look at when I look at a sparrow similar to this is that dark mark on the breast. I look for that. And I know that if I see that, I'm looking at a tree sparrow. And here you see the maps, chipping sparrow on the left, tree sparrow on the right. It's almost exact opposites. I mean, the tree sparrow does breed up into some of the regions where, the chipping sparrow does breed up into some of the regions where the tree sparrow does, but it will spend its winters all the way down into Central America, whereas the tree sparrow never goes that far south. I mean, tree sparrows, you're never even going to see them in Florida. I mean, that would be very rare. Just the northern portion of Texas, the Panhandle. So they are a northern bird, the tree sparrow. Chipping sparrows, they get around, and they spend their summers here and they breed here. and I like them. They have a lot of personality. A lot of people think of sparrows as just, little brown, drab birds, but when you see them up close, you can see the variation in color that they have and the patterns in the feathers, and it's a handsome bird. Now this bird, not sure if it's a male or a female, is in its breeding plumage. In the wintertime, which of course we wouldn't see them in northern Ohio, they're a little less dapper, a little more drab. They wouldn't have that nice chestnut crown. He had to yield for the chickadee. You could say they were about the same size, but he got out of the way, let the chickadee grab a seed, and came back in. The fact that they spend so much time on the ground made me think that they would be more like a junco in behavior and that they wouldn't want to come up to a feeder, but I guess they visit feeders. Juncos will, but it's a lot more rare. I've had juncos were out here all winter, but they never came up to the feeder. They were always on the ground. Occasionally they would be on that little rail out there that you can see, but they never came up to the feeder. Well, I hope that you like my video, find it informative. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, by all means, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be making more videos, hopefully some pretty interesting ones. Just likes those seeds. It's a no mess bird seed that I put in there, so I'm not getting seed hulls all over the place. And birds like it pretty well. Now, once again, please give me a thumbs up if you like it. Feel free to comment and subscribe if you would like. And I will say goodbye.